All right, it's time to make a confession.
I'm so wasted.
I'm sponsored by God.
View this video as a lesson if you are a young person who has a job and is thinking about quitting your job, and you're thinking about just screwing your bosses and doing something just awful, you know, just don't do that awful stuff, okay? Learn from this video, because I did something quite awful, okay? And I'm gonna tell you about it, so yeah. So towards the end of my career at Walmart, I only had like 2 days left on the work schedule of working there. I'd already put in my 2 weeks notice and everything. You know, I was pretty much gone, right? I kind of got the idea in my head that the way to leave Walmart, since you didn't really like working there, it was to the way I had to do it is just screw it. You know, the last few days of work, nobody's gonna care. You know, just go and do whatever you want. You know, go and see a movie while your shift is going on and you're getting paid for it. Enter Captain America Civil War. Actually, before I talk about Captain America Civil War, I need to tell you about the fact that I actually liked a lot of my managers and I liked a lot of my coworkers at Walmart. I just didn't like working at Walmart. And so the reason I feel so horrible about this story is because I screwed a bunch of my coworkers and managers. And it was just an awful thing that I did. So basically what happened is I was on my second to last day of working at Walmart, okay? I had, I believe it was like a Tuesday, and then I had an off day on Wednesday, and then Thursday would be my last day. And it was that Tuesday, and I was about halfway through my shift, okay? And I really wanted to go see Captain America Civil War again. I'd already seen it once, but I was like, you know what? This is going to be a great story. You know, everyone's going to be like, wow, Carter, you went and saw a movie while you're on your shift. You're crazy. Which, you know, I was crazy to do what I did, because I did it. I went and saw Captain America Civil War while I was working a shift at Walmart. Oh my gosh. Anyways, it was in theaters, and I was about halfway through my shift, and I was like, you know what? I could do my shift, I could finish this pallet, or I could just not do that. I could just leave and go see Captain America Civil War, and then come back to the store and clock out. What? So I looked up the Captain America Civil War showtimes, and left the store, Walmart, drove to my theater, watched the entire, like, 2.5 hour movie that is Captain America Civil War, snuck back into Walmart, okay, tiptoed back into the back room, clocked out, and then tiptoed back out of the store. And at first, I thought I was a total badass. I was like, Carter, you are so cool. You just pulled that off. Nobody knows where you've been, and you're awesome. But then an hour passed, and I started to feel a little guilty. Another hour passed, and I was like, you know, that wasn't a good thing. You know, I like Tony. I like my manager. I shouldn't have left him like that. And another hour passed, and I was like, you know, I really liked Tony. Tony was a great supervisor. He wasn't a manager. Sorry, yeah, he was just a supervisor. And then another hour passed, and I was like, you know, I also screwed over everyone else back there. Someone else had to do my job for me. Someone else had to do that. And then another hour passed, and I was like, I need to go back and apologize, because I'm a dirtbag. I believe, started calling myself a dirtbag that night. I did not sleep very well. I was like, I gotta go back, and I've got to apologize. I really have to apologize. And so that night, I mean, I kind of sunk to a very low level, or I guess very high level of depression. I mean, I was extremely depressed by the end of that night, because it was awful what I did. And so yeah, the next day was my off day, but I went into Walmart, and the entire walk back to the back room, I mean, I was just like, Carter, you want to be a good man. What would a good man do? I was literally asking. I was like, what would a good man do, Carter? What would a good man do? Because I was afraid I was going to talk myself out of it. But I went back there, and I walked into my manager. I saw my manager. He wasn't in his office, but I saw him, and he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, let me explain. And he heard me out, And he was like, you know, it was awful what you did. This isn't you, Carter. This is not you. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly why I'm here. And I'm sorry, you know, and I've got like $30 here to pay you back for the amount of hours that I missed. You know, here it is. And he was like, no. I think he thought I was trying to bribe him. I don't know. I was trying to make things right is what I was trying to do. I apologize profusely. I felt like a total douchebag. I was a total douchebag. It was the most douchebaggiest moment of my life in a long time. That was my junior year of high school, the very end. I went back to work the next day for my last day. My supervisor, who I actually really screwed over, wasn't there, and so I didn't get to apologize to him, unfortunately. I apologized to my main manager, though, as I said the day before, but... yeah, moral of the story is, kids, don't be that badass who's gonna go see Captain America Civil War on his second to last day of work because he's a hero or something. Because I was a villain that day. A freaking villain. And I'm not proud of it. Not proud of it at all. This is probably the least funny of my Tales of Walmart videos, but I gotta say, it's an important one. It's an important tale, all right? It's a tale with a lesson, which makes it a great one. Yeah. Anyways, though, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know if you would be so kind as to share what your horrible work experiences that are your fault are, if you want to share. I need to feel better about myself. But anyways, yeah, if you have a comment, please leave it in the comment section below, and I'll read it. And as always, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel. And never forget to be...